Do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was.
If there's someone sounding jealous in all of this, it's Shaq.
Talk about some big men beef. Specifically, Shannon and the Big Diesel. So there's a clip when Shannon Sharpe found out about what Shaq said about Jokic. Y'all remember when Shaq told Jokic to his face about the MVP? Shannon basically said, yo, it was weird the way that you did about it. The way that you went about it, you know, talking about who should win MVP or telling Jokic to his face that he shouldn't win the MVP. He felt like it was SGA, blah, blah, blah. That was, you shouldn't do that. That was wrong. That was embarrassing. Shaq responded, and Shaq said on a comment, you took me sticking up for Shea as jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me.
Huh?
What?
What?
Talk about it.
What's Shannon Sharpe?
Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me, jealous, sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people, and in case you forgot, 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. Google me. And to be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. Oh, is that true? Well, you don't know my work ethic, but I work less than you, but I'm worth more than you. Oh my God. Make it make sense. Damn. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this shit. Love always, the most dominant big man ever who never took it serious. Remember, I don't know you. And in the words of Skip Bayless, I'm better than you. G14 classification. I have it, you don't. Not in my profession. And your GOAT debate. Never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as. The most dominant ever. Hashtag the Apex Predator.
I mean, I know that this isn't the end of the story. I tried to put my opinion on what I thought Shaq originally said on the side just to judge beef for beef. But, man, there's some parts of that I ain't like at all. And then some parts, all right, Shaq, cook up. Continue the story, man. Oh, that's it? That's the only part of the story?
Yeah, that's the caption. And then there was also a rap song.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I knew of the song.
You know Shannon Classback. First of all,
that's why I was like, yeah.
The NBA playoffs are here, man. There's a lot of money to be made if you play daily fantasy sports. And if you want to get into the action, you guys can use Prize Picks, the sponsor of this podcast, our preferable way to play daily fantasy sports. We will show you how to play the game right now, and it is very, very simple. Just sign up for an account, download their app, go on their website, and make some picks. And if you really know ball, you can win some money. I'm going to go ahead and look down here. Kevin Durant, 36.5 points plus rebounds plus assists versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm sensing a big game from KD tonight, man. Hit more for me, please. And then Darius Garland has been letting me down all year, and it's just another day of the year. Hit less for me on the PRA as well for Darius Garland. Omar, you decide how much we put on the entry.
You got to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm going to put 210 on there. Make place entry.
And if you use code LKIB, PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit up to $100. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to the content.
Just a quick little side. Where did he say, if you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession?
You want me to talk about that now? Oh, well, okay. If you want,
just a quick one, because I know Sage and me are more football. Top 10 in his profession. That's true, right? Shannon's not.
He's not top 10 all time, like all time, but that's like a dick move. It's a different sport for obvious reasons. Yeah, he's not a quarterback. He's not a defender. So it's going to be hard for him to be top 10. A lot of people are pretty wonky on Jerry Rice being the sole top 10 skill position on offense. And so a lot of people argue he's probably not, and we're just being nice. But top 10 tight end, nigga, he's a top 5 tight end. Shit, on a good day, you could maybe do 3. Like, he's fantastic. I don't know what the fuck we're doing there.
Well, then the next part is, in the current media space, sports media, who is more relevant?
Let me just go back on the last part. Isn't Shaq one of the dudes that's like, yo, don't talk about the GOAT list. Just compare me to big men, because that's my lane.
That's kind of pretty ironic too, because on most people's list he'd be second or third on the center shit, and then with Shannon Sharpe, if it wasn't for Travis Kelce, he'd be second or third on. Anyway, for me, Who's more relevant to basketball? Is Shaq more relevant to basketball?
Sports?
Oh,
Shannon.
Damn.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe that was Dick
Sports,
the way I said
sports
it.
overall, you probably gotta go Shannon. And it's because Shaq doesn't talk football, let alone hasn't played football. At least Shannon has tried to like accommodate love for the game of basketball, but Shaq kind of just sticks in his NBA lane with the
when you combine the football and the basketball, it's Shannon. But also, Club Shay Shay is not a basketball show. It's not a sports show.
Yeah.
And he's dominating that field too. He got the interview of the fucking year.
Interview of all time.
Yeah.
That's the most viewed video ever. I mean, interview ever.
Yeah, so in terms of the media game, I ain't gonna lie, Shaq, you can't talk to Shannon about that shit. IG is his game, if anything. So
now I will be fair to make sure this isn't just a Unc Glaze situation or anti-Shaq situation. We don't have a full story yet, or I don't have a full story yet. But in the case of who's more relevant to their sport, I say Shaq probably got it. But that's because basketball.
Basketball is just basketball is just so much more different. But again, there's some things that even in this short amount of time that Shannon has done that Shaq can't do without the rest of the four. Because Shaq does have some independent media stuff. It's just not on the level. Let's listen to Shannon Sharpe give a little bit of response over here on Nightcap.
Ocho, everyone's family. Okay, Shaq, about the comments that I said last night. Shaq said, you took me sticking up for Shay as jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicked. That's not what I did, but anyway. So here's the clickbait for you. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 of your profession, then you can't speak. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you're at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. That's crazy.
That was the other one.
Yeah, I forgot he said that. That was crazy.
We don't have to bog it down. We got to stop with that on Shannon Sharpe. They done tried to make him gay 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And I know somebody in the comments is going to be like, well, Shaq didn't say he was gay. Dog, I'm not stupid. We know what they're insinuating there. We got.
I didn't even hear it.
Nah, that John, that's crazy as fuck.
It's
either the gay or raccoon route.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Either way, we got to stop.
Yes, we don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. And to be quite frank, all this success you got still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but 10 minutes ago. About 10 minutes ago.
Wait, Shaq in the chat?
No, he on IG. I've never professed. I've never professed that I was as great as Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say,
yes, sir.
I got what I got because I worked my ass off. Now, Shaq has been the one that said that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have.
Right.
Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce's better tight end than I was. So was Gronk. So was my guy
Tony G.
Name for the Chargers. Antonio Gates, Gonzo, Big Winslow. I'm cool. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability. God gave me the ability to do what I could do. But he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. So this was all I could get.
Right.
Now, I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it. But I never half-assed it. Kobe said Shaq should have won, and they should have won.
Right.
But my thing is that you can't, and it said greatest characters. It's Shaq, I'm the greatest character. No, am I a top 100 player? No. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. And my question, if Shaq, and because it's rough on the back. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was. That you didn't, you allowed your weight to get out of control. The injuries started to creep up, and you got 4 rings, and you got 3 finals MVP.
He basically just called him fat in a nice way.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he basically said you're a fat, lazy slob, but you're good at basketball, so you talk shit. And it's kind of like, what are you gonna do about it? Type situation. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't exactly the clapback that you would think you get, but yeah, it's not inaccurate.
But in true Shaq fashion,
when it comes to Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed,
he does.
I thought this was a meme at first.
Rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the A.
I cut it off after.
No matter what no one says, We don't care. He don't care what you say. He don't care.
The
You
Gil
can go on
sample
the
is
championships
crazy.
and all that. If we lace him up, and we had to, in our prime, had to play against each other in our prime, he thinks he's the apex predator. Those awards hurt him. They irritate the hell out of him.
Yes, it's the MVPs, Gil. It's the MVPs because we only have one.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
You think you can say something about the D's, you ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have
and got the
G14
job.
classification.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world. Number.
Oh no, Shannon Sharpe, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper Beefy.
It's Icky Rose,
before
bruh.
you get fly, you rather tweet me. How about in 3 different cars when you wasn't 3 feet?
Oh.
All I see is dollar signs, they come in 3D. Make it hot, ain't no way around my degree. You are not in my spot, you are like a peewee.
It'll be the
Sure, I
reflex.
got 'em calling me Rocky the way I read. I get to
Rick Dolph over here. What the fuck?
They call me Rocky the way I reread.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was a pain, and it's no disrespect to RIP. That was just like Rick Ross's voice trying to imitate a key Glock flow. That was awful. Ooh. No, but I mean, he's not a rapper. I'm not gonna do all that. It's funny that he make a song. Fuck it. You make one. Fuck it.
Why you only got a problem with Shannon do it? Because that talking point is not something exclusive to Shannon. So I'm gonna keep it a stack. If there's someone sounding jealous in all of this, it's Shaq to me.
Oh, shocker of the year. Shaquille O'Neal is jealous. Oh, well. No, I'm not going to lie. And that wasn't even me coming at you. It's just not shocking at all.
Yeah.
For this situation, if this were a rap beef, technically Shaq won the beef. Shannon didn't really say anything outside of just, bro, you tripping. Like the whole time, Shannon's basically telling him he's tripping. But also, I just, for me personally, because I watch both, I just think it's a very dishonest conversation for the NBA casual or NFL casuals out there. Very dishonest conversation where we're talking about, oh, are you as big to your game as whatever? Dog, he played a position where he really never could have been. Like even Travis Kelce, who's seen, if not Gronk, who's seen as the number one, neither of those two are going to be in most people's top 10 or even 20 because it's just by nature of the game. It's just unfair, let alone is there more players, just infinitely more players in the NFL, especially in the all-time conversation. Just very dishonest thing, but that's just what Shaq gonna say to Shaq.
And when people say stuff like that, it just don't hit. It literally, it just really doesn't hit at all when somebody more knowledgeable can get through it. And I guess Shaq is a troll or, whatever the case may be. That shit lame. You recognize that somebody else is doing better than you in this media sphere. I think Shaq thought he could have been or should have been Shannon Sharpe because of who he was at the time in the industry, but that just didn't pan out. Like that just hasn't panned out. Your podcast is not to the level of Nightcap. Your podcast is not to the level of Club Shay Shay. Your podcast isn't even the biggest podcast in basketball. Hell, it's not even one of the biggest podcasts in basketball. Now, inside the NBA is one bigger, but nobody's even striving to be bigger on inside the NBA.
Oh,
So-
I figured it out. It's a rollout, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a rollout. TNT is about to die. Or not about to die, but inside the NBA is about to be cut off. Shaq needs to pivot. And he's starting to with the SGA dick suck comments from a couple of days ago to this. Yeah, man, he's loading up that podcast. He's really about to dive into the Shaq podcast that we all know exists but don't watch. Okay, you're gonna be forced to watch it very soon.
Nah, rollout is so crazy.
It's a rollout. Everything a rollout these days, man. I ain't gonna lie. Everything rage bait.
I hear it. Last thing, I promise it's not me tweaking. I just seen someone tag, why is tight end get a disadvantage? Like not even a minute explanation. There's a quarterback, there's people that attack the quarterback, and there's people that guard the people that the quarterback throws to. Shannon is literally at peak the third, and then not to mention other half of his impact would be blocking. So there's no way that a tight end would be in that conversation. You would have to be that goddamn good to the point where only really one, if not two wide receivers are in the conversation to be in the top 10 all time because that's how much the defense and the quarterback matter in comparison.
Yeah, tight ends just started catching balls. Like,
it's.
I remember back in the day, Algie Crumpler was our tight end. That nigga might have caught 12 passes a year game. He was
also Shannon mad humble. I give him over AG. I give him like 4.
That's fine.